Hey guys, welcome back to another Sorted George Garage with me, Julian. Your Volkswagen door locking mechanism tend to have a common problem with the little micro switch inside, especially for the interior lights. It keeps telling the car that the door is open, thus you get the alarm when you're driving, the interior lights don't go out, you drain your battery, yada yada yada. I'm going to show you how to clean that micro switch and hopefully get it back working for you. Here we go. Okay, so this is the unit in question. This is obviously the locker mechanism that goes against your striker plate. Okay, you've got the child lock system up here. This is a common unit for Volkswagen, whether it be Octavia, Golf, Touareg, Caddy, you name it, they're used across the board. Now, the problem I have, okay, is, as you can see in there, that is a 9-pin plug. Now, I did buy a replacement off of a well-known auction site for about £25, and I didn't realise till it got here, until after I took all this lot out, that it was only a 7-pin, not a 9-pin like this one. Now, the plug on the 9-pin is actually bigger, so if you've got a 9-pin, your 9-pin plug is not going to go into the 7-pin socket. So, because my problem is this little micro switch here, I'm going to try my best at cleaning it, and I'm going to show you how to do it as well. So hopefully it might help you out, especially if you have the same problem as me. Like I say, this is a 9-pin. Okay, first off, we need to remove this spring here. Okay, it's hooked in there and then just tucks down the back of that unit. Okay, it's not in there very strong, so we can just, oh, there you go, look at that, straight out. And that's what she looks like. Next, what we got to do is take out this one here, which is a Torx 20, and this one here, which is a Torx 10, just underneath this red clip here. Okay, we've got to take that one out and that one. Right, let me just do that. Right, now this can be a bit of a pain in the derriere to get apart. As you can see where my thumb is there, okay, there's a hook there. There's a hook on the other side, that metal one. Then you've got this square there, okay, that one. And then there's another one on that side. Now, what I've just found best to do is to get a tiny flathead screwdriver, poke it on this one. So if I can put that in there, okay, down the side there, okay, that puts a bit of pressure on parting that side. Okay, now if you do this one, there you go, that's just popped up. Now you can get that out of the way, and it kind of wants to come away from each other like that, but it's all a bit of a pain in the bottom, so you've got to sort of pull it and twist and whatever else, because you've got that that's going over that, etc, etc. But you've got to go careful of this wiring down here, okay, as you pull it all apart. There you go, just like that. Like I say, go careful of that wiring. And there's your two halves apart. Now the micro switch in question is held in place by this clip here, okay, and just a flat-headed screwdriver up underneath from here, folds it over, he says, there you go, and that's going to come out lovely. Twist that over, it's probably going to go ping, here we go. Let me use that instead of a little pick. No. There you go. There she is. And that'll just slide out like so. There you go. Right. Now look at the state of that micro switch. That's obviously all gunked up. I can feel it clicking, but it's absolutely gunked up. So you can take these apart and just clean them out, which we will do. Right, and obviously you can see the mess down in there as well. Right, let's get on and take this apart, shall we? Here we go. Okay, the micro switch, I've just given it a quick wipe off just so that we can see what we're doing. If you can see, there's like a couple of little tabs there, them little tiny squares by my thumb. Okay, there's two that side and two on the other side. You want to try and hook into them and take the top part off. I've got a couple of picks I'm going to use just to try and get down in there. I will do my best. There you go. Let's just folded that up. You can see in there. There you go. That's folded that one up. Obviously you don't want to break them, but right, that's that one up. That's that one up. Right, you come out as well. You come up, there you go. There you go, that's just started to separate. So, hopefully now, that will, there you go. Right, that's just come apart, as you saw. You, out of the way. Now I want to see what it is that we got inside here. So gently, in case there is any springs or anything else like that in there. No. Okay, so there's a little micro switch there, and what happens is this tiny little button here on the other side, okay, it's like obviously something that pushes down, okay, and it actually pushes down on that spring, so that when you push down on the spring, you can see the switch being activated, just like that. Right, I'm going to get on and clean this with a bit of electrical cleaner, and I'll come back. 2 seconds. The push plunger bit wants to go up against the spring, so that should just clip back together like so. Jobbed. That's fab. Now, there are a couple of worm drives, okay, inside this unit. So, seeing as we've gone through the whole aggro of actually taking this out and taking it apart, let's just undo a couple of other Torx 10 bits, and we can take this apart and just clean inside this as well, just as well. Right, let me just take this little apart. Torx 10, here we go. Right, I've deliberately left this one till last because you can see there it's got a little bit of rust in it. So, like I said, although this is like inside the actual door itself, doesn't mean to say that it's going to be free from moisture or anything like that. Hence, obviously, what's happened with the micro switch. Hence why that needed a bit of a clean. So, right, let's take this one apart and take that up. There we go. Couple of worm drives, etc. in there. So, a couple of contacts in here. We can just give this a bit of a clean and a bit of a re-grease for everything to work okay. Right, sort with George. Here we go. Right, there you go. I've given that a quick clean up and a re-grease on some of these little motor wheels, etc. Little worm drive wheels. Right. Job. Let's just go and put that back together. Here we go. Right, when you come to put this lot back together again, okay, first off, this, okay, needs to be in that position there, okay? Now, underneath my little finger, that foot, okay, needs to sit in here, okay? Now, it's all sort of like sprung loaded a little bit. You need to make sure that this spring here, okay, sits over this black piece, okay, so that it can spring back again. Hence why, like with that being sat down there, this is why you want this foot to be down that way. Okay, now you can just about, if you try hard enough, you can just about squeeze a thin, he says, a thin screwdriver down in there just to hold that arm back for you. Okay, and then this piece here can go underneath that arm when you come to put it back in place. Right, so you go underneath. Okay, you get in and under there, you're in there, that's under there, that is in there. Let me get that screwdriver out of the way now. There you go. That should be it. There you go. Right, lovely. Let me just put in that Torx 20 there to hold these two together. Okay, in you go, that's it. Just so that these guys can stay together while I'm still messing about and they ain't going to move. Now what you've got to try is do that. Make sure that it opens up with the inside and it opens up. Where are you? There you go. This one is the outdoor. There you go. Right, so that all locks or unlocks, and obviously there is your lock. So hopefully then, if I lock that, that shouldn't, yeah, there you go. I'm going to do it now because it's locked, but hopefully it should do it. Yeah, there you go, because that's going to push that forward to the unlock position like so. There you go. Right, and that is it. Jobbed. Right, put in the Torx 10. That's in. We've got the spring to go on. The spring, that foot goes behind the arm. Okay, it doesn't go into that slot. It goes behind that arm, and that there goes into that little hidey hole, and then you just tuck that in there. It's not a strong spring. What? That's it. There you go. That's in there. Jobbed. And last but not least, the micro switch. And if you look on the base there, there's two pieces sticking out, and they go in the hole because that little switch there rests up against that cam. Sorry, get my finger out of the way. Rests up against that cam there. So tuck that under there. You sit in there like so, and then the clip that comes through sits on there like so, and that is it. Jobbed. That is it. Right, now all we got to do is go and put it on the car and give it a test. Here we go. Okay, right, so we're all back together now. As you can see, everything is all done in place. We've got the courtesy lights working. If you can see over on the dash, I have to zoom in. There you go. That's now showing, obviously, that the back door is open. If I now close that, there you go. It's gone. Open, close. There you go. Jobbed. So that's that now sorted. Like I say, it is a common problem, whether it's on the Touareg, the Golf, the Bora, the Caddy, any Volkswagen really, certainly like in the 2000s. Even the Polo uses that unit, although it's a smaller version. I think it's like a 4-pin rather than the 7. So they're quite a common unit. Guys, I hope this has helped you out in some way. Like, share, hit the subscribe button as well if you wouldn't mind, because it will help this channel grow. And I will see you on the next one. It's Sorted George Garage. Banging.